Oh yeah. Now, if you are a true Lauryn Hill fan or Fugees fan, then you already recognize this beat, right? This is called the Vocab. And so what I did was I remixed this one, right? I took it back. I still called it the Vocab, but I put a new spin on it. And the most important lyrics to this goes like this. As a girl, what is stressed is you best go to school. Keep your legs tightly pressed and you best follow rules. Don't follow behind these fools. This is the golden rule. Taught so many don'ts, you don't know what to do. Now, let's talk about that. All right? As a black girl, one of the cardinal things that you didn't want people to call you, especially growing up, was fast. Right? Keep your legs closed. Anybody ever heard that? Keep your legs closed. Keep your legs closed. It's like if you were listening to a black mother, it was like the goal of life was to make sure that you did not have sex. So the stressed part is, as a girl, what is stressed is you best go to school. Like, get your education, baby. Get your education, because that's going to be the most important thing. And here's my thought. What is education? Who's educating you? Where are you learning things from? So they say, they stressing your actual education, but like, where are you learning things from? The second part is keep your legs tightly pressed and you best follow rules. Okay, so when we never talk about sex, we never talk about sexual feelings or the feelings that girls have, especially as young girls. This idea that we are to ignore ourselves, ignore our full bodies. What does that do? What does that do for a girl? All right, so when you're keeping your legs tightly pressed and you following rules, here's the thing: you follow those rules, and then what happens when you get to a teenager? What happens when you get to adulthood? And so again, these are ideas that when you're talking about like specific lyrics, it's like I want girls to know, like, we should be talking about certain things. And so if you're a mama, if you're an auntie, if you're afraid to talk about those things, think about when you don't talk about them, what happens later, right? What happens later? So don't follow behind these fools. This is the golden rule. Again, everything is about that last part. Taught so many don'ts, you don't know what to do. If everything that I tell you is don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, guess what? My next question is, what do I do? What do you do? If you're supposed to sit up straight, hold your chest in, keep your legs closed, when do you learn? When do you learn? When do you experience? And I don't know about y'all, but I think I've learned my best lessons when I've gone through some stuff, right? When I've fallen and gotten back up. So if we're always stressing not to do something, when it's time to do, we won't. And that's the lesson of this lyric.